What up, what up, what up, what up, guys? It's the Far Radio, Hope you're having yourself a great week so far. Get some Bagusini Grande, and it's the wonderful Tuesday. And I hope your week is starting in Fisangayo. And I know some places, schools have closed, month has come to an end in Pelile, which means most people are getting paid. Yeah, well, so as you are getting paid, make sure to spend that money wisely, but to make sure to spend that money wisely. So yeah, guys, I hope nibe ne weekend grand. Also, what I wanted to touch on these days, I've been noticing something. The generation that we're living in now, especially when it comes to raising kids, let me just put it like that, because it's something that I've noticed. As kids grow nowadays, akusafani nakuqala ingane zamanje zikhula fast, yabo. I don't know whether it's technology or anything, but I'm starting to notice that ingane zikhula fast to a point that as people we need to be able to step up. We need to step up, especially as fathers, because I'm always advocating for encouraging about besties who would be there for their kids. Not because you're doing that as a way you are lightening the load of a woman who is the mother of your kids, or your wife, or your long-time girlfriend, or the mother of your kids. But you're doing that so that ingane izokwazi ukuthi ikhule with guidance. Because what I've noticed is that most people, they tend to say they can raise kids on their own, but only to find they're having a hard time doing that. So I'm saying this thing we need to understand there's no manual when it comes to raising children. But then you have to be willing to do what it takes. That's the manual, man. For me, I've always felt like this. So when it comes to raising kids, the manual is you having the will to do what it takes, and then the rest will follow, because is to be able to sit down with your kids, spend time with them. Yes, you are able to hustle, get some few things done, because as people we need to hustle, So I'm saying it nowadays is for us as men to be in our kids' life, and also building a structure, because I feel like most abantu abaningi they underestimate the structure when it comes to children. And I was having a conversation with a friend of mine. I remember I saw a hidden color. I think it was hidden colors, if I'm not mistaken. There was I think Shahzad Ali, the great Shahzad Ali. So Shahzad Ali, she was talking about imali, the money is used to maintain a kid, but then structure is what raises a kid. So when I say structure, you should see like principles that you involve in a kid's life, knowing acknowledging that, respecting the mother, and the father encouraging the child to respect the mother, as well as I understand when the father is disciplining the kid, they are not fighting with them. Because I've noticed that they complain on social media, when I try to discipline my kid, does such and such. You understand? So I don't feel like I'm enough, because now I don't want to be a part of a child where I'm not going to have the authority. You understand? So I say that to say, we need to understand, Lord, guys, when it comes to raising kids, there's no manual. But for me, what I've learned, you have to be willing to do it. And you have to be willing to go through what it takes. That's why you need to embed the child who will be part of your life, in a sense that and then I'll leave it in the hands of someone. Because most of the people in the hands of them. So let's say you guys break up, right? Isn't it? But then when you break up, you find ukuthi umuntu yabo leyo nto leyo ugcina eseba miserable. The breakup is here, stress ingane is giving them grief. Yabo manje uthola umuntu usenenkinga, akasakwazi nokucabanga, ikhanda liyaphithana, all those things. So you need to be able understand ukuthi ngasikhathi lezo zinto zenzeka maningi amathuba ukuthi he like she will uzokukhiphela enganeni, because abanye abantu they don't have the ability to regulate their emotions. Angithola. And with them not being able to regulate their emotions, you have to understand ukuthi nabo there are people, they are not robots. I'm not vouching for anyone here, but I'm just vouching for the truth. Ukuthi nabo they are not robots. So you can't just expect umuntu ukuthi okay, no, hayike kwasha kwacima fanele understand umuntu kwasha kwajana, no, ayikazi ibe khona into enjalo, ayikazi nje ibe khona into enjalo. You need to be there and assist and also provide structure for your kids. But then now inkinga ke umuntu uzobe sethi how okay, yeah, I want to do such and such, but then ngizithola futhi ngivimbeka ukuthi ngibe ingxenye yempilo yengane yami, because now that asekho ndawonye uselunduzile akasanginiki access akuneyinkinga ngihlezi ngithola inkinga etc. Then what do I do in that scenario? What do you do in that scenario is one of the things that I want us to talk about. So for you guys to let me know what is it that you do ekuthenini ke manje okay, you've broken up with umuntu esifazane that you're in a relationship with, then now you want to raise your kids ngendlela right. How do you go about doing that again now? Because for me, that's the main concern. How do you go about doing that? How do you ensure ukuthi ingane ikhula kahle? Because now phela remember izobe sithi no umama naye uzomove on, ubaba uzomove on. How does that affect your child? Ebona yonke leyo nto leyo. So those are things we need to be aware of. Yabo. Ukuthi how do we deal with them? So yeah, guys, let me know what you think about this topic, and then we'll come back.
Musicality, non-music. Sheep, so it's beefing, all you do is stress to get. I'm a GCPMC, spreading love and breaking bread. Uno numero, these are the rages of Romelo, here to rescue Desdemonas and Othellos from the ghetto. We get to have many desires burn within, but I put off by ignoring our flaws and our sins. Then I put off by troubled waters that are lurking within. Never relate to hate, otherwise you'll never win. Honestly, I'm at home every time I hear a beat. Producers are cooks, providing the belly of the beast. We gather in hoods to slaughter every part of the feast. Celebrate and give thanks those who rose from concrete. With this piece of art, I want a piece of pie and meat. With this piece of art, I want a piece of heart and being. This is a piece of art to bring you life and bring you peace. To your piece of art for peace of mind and inner peace. You will never know yourself till you make peace. You will never know yourself till you make peace. You will never know yourself till you make peace. Peace. You will never find yourself till you make peace. You will never find yourself till you make peace. You will never love yourself till you make peace. Peace. Check. Finding your inner peace often can be challenging. Heaven and hell in you, mind and heart keep battling. Baby was to me true, can't afford her pampering. Corrodor hammering, my people daggles the end managing. Organizing themselves and adapting to produce networks online, interacting. Not debating, but responding to reactions of inaction through nuclear actions which need happen to unlock cells reacting from our nucleus, causing nuclear reactions. The time is now for the tiger to strike the dragon. You want a plan of action? I have a plan, action. Look around, kid, ain't nobody here relaxing. Look around, kid, use them bricks to build a mansion. See what I see, joy and pain are just extensions. To look within and use darkness as a canvas. You will never know yourself till you make peace. You will never know yourself till you make peace. You will never know yourself till you make peace. Peace. You will never find yourself till you make peace. You will never find yourself till you make peace. You will never love yourself till you make peace.
Because your inner peace is the greatest form of wealth. And when you learn how to cultivate a greater inner peace, you will become wealthy. In fact, you will become the wealthiest person alive.
Yeah, guys, that song that I just gave you now is one of the songs that we did in the past. I think it's from M Regardless, and it's called Inner Peace. So yeah, guys, into engifundile ukuthi izinto eziningi as we live, most yethu we like to think izinto according to what other people say. So I wanna hear from you guys, because isikhathi esiningi mina usually I've learned ukuthi ezinye izinto esizenzayo, it's these small habits that we underestimate end up seziba ama-habits ane-impact enkulu in our lives. For an example, consuming mentality. Yabo, consuming mentality is destroying us as abantu. I'm not gonna speak on other people's or other races, but I just wanna focus nje kuthina as the black people. The consumer mentality, guys, is very, 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 very detrimental empilweni zethu. Iyasikhabatha leyanto so much so that yazi mase kuthiwa umuntu umplace in an environment where khona abantu they don't consume, you will learn ukuthi abantu like you will see how discipline can work, and you will see ukuthi abantu they can attain a lot of things. Let me make an example. Into eyakenzeka before, I remember I was working at Checkers, if I'm not mistaken. I was working at Checkers, I think it was 2019, I'm not sure, can't remember correctly. But then I saw this guy, or I think it was a Muslim, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. So uyathenga isitolo, mina there I was merchandising. So uyathenga lo mfethu lo. Njengoba ethenga lo mfethu ngiyabuka yabo, like kuno Sunlight, kunama home brand. Yabo khona nje for every brand enkulu there is a home brand for alternative yakhona. So I'm asking him, should while is nami just cutting merchandise uyafaka, because usually I'm the type of a person who likes to make abantu feel like familiar with the place, about something is provide to season that I can. So now I'm noticing something ukuthi lo muntu methenga, he's not buying the home brands, but he's buying she is buying babe couple. They are buying home brands instead of ama brand lawo siwazi. So ngibe ngithi bena kube content mina no awubabuze labantu, ngisicela ukubuza, why is it that you guys bypass ama brand la amakhulu nithenge ama home brand ezinto? Base bathi kumina, and leyo nto yahlala for the rest of my life kumina. Bathi kumina, yeah, angiphika abantu abaningi they are taught ukuthi lento equality or more than this. But what would you feel, or how would you feel if I tell you ukuthi the results that they give you are the same? Ngathi, hey, what's serious? These things they give you the same results. It's just that phela in life you need to be able to save more than you spend. Ngathi kanjani? What about thina? Not that mhlambe yabo babe ngichomela, but they told me ukuthi they have imali enough ukuthi they can buy a lot of things la esitolo. Kungabi indaba zalutho, you understand? But then what they learned as they grew up is ukuthi kubo bafundisa the importance of finance, and they surrounded themselves with abantu who are financially disciplined. Yayibona leyo nto. So it got me to think ukuthi how labantu should they could be worth millions, right? But then yes, they are buying home brands. Yes, you find omunye umuntu uthola ukuthi they don't even have 30,000 in their accounts, but then they are spending more than you can imagine. I understand that thing is sure. So it raised my eyebrows with me. Then I started looking deep into it, because I've never like studied incwadi about finance and money, how to handle money, all those things. But I'm just saying that to say what inkinga abantu inkinga thina siphila kuyona, we are living in the place where khona siba hyped okanye siyahlohla ukuthi sibelieve ekuthenini being a consumer is one of the greatest things, so much so that you're getting rewards for being a consumer. But then ekuhamba nesikhathi mase uyabamba ukuthi hayibo kunzima lento ukuthi like yabo ngilungise, then you find umuntu uthola ukuthi mhlambe let's say umuntu useyekela umsebenzi okanye mhlawumbe akasasebenzi, useye kuma eqala sefuna uku-investa manje, yabo useyaqala usevula ibhizinisi, but now it's becoming a little too late because phela lento le it's a muscle that okufanele uhlala uyimasaja ngaso sonke isikhathi, you understand? Like ifanele uyimasaja nje now and then, uyimasaje uthanda ungathandi, kumele uyimasaje uthi okay uyifundise ukuthi okay ngino-10 rand just kahle akunamali okanye imali enginami nakulo 10 rand ishumi, yabo. Nina, this is what I usually do. I'm like, I don't have much. I don't work a 9 to 5 angisebenzi, even though I want one. But I've realized ukuthi the more you save, the less likely you are ukuthi uyithole usenkingeni okanye mhlawumbe uyithole usuboleka imali kubantu, creating enemies angenasidingo, nje nokuba nama responsibilities angenasidingo. And that's the power of saving. You understand? Manje, I feel like in most states we underestimate leyo nto because of the fact that thina siyilontoza consumer mentality kakhulu. We like to consume more. Yabo uzube ne-trail like and what if there's one thing that I've noticed that we've become masters at, especially as the black community, we glorify izinto ezi-detrimental for us. Izinto engekho grand for us, we glorify them. For enye into futhi engenza ngayisibonelo ukuthi yabo when I go outside mhlambe kuma places kuma markets wabelungu nani ayikho into abayiglorified than the family union. You understand that one? Family unity is everything kubona. They make an excuse, like they do anything to make time for bona ukuthi ba spend isikhathi nomndeni wabo. Ngisho ngabe kuthiwa kancane kanjani, yabo ungaya ko 100 rand, the worst part uya ko 100 lion, uya ey'tolo kuma mall kuma shopping center, labantu bahlezi bespend isikhathi nomndeni wabo. You understand that one? So manje to me it raises leyo concern ukuthi how yini le thina esihlula kangaka ukuthi sikwazi ukuthi sihlale phansi nemndeni yethu and spend time, and also futhi ke yini lesingayenza ke thina to avoid leyo consumer mentality. Because guys, if we're being honest, I once post lento le ukuthi i-consumer mentality ingozi ngokuthi sometimes umuntu will be frowned ngokuthi yena wena fethi hayi ugqoka izinto ezicheap, you are not wearing izinto ezi-brand, yabo izinto ezi-fake. Uthola ukuthi mhlambe lo muntu usave for into ebalekile because they know ukuthi let I can wait today and the value iyaqala iyehla ngesikhathi ngigqoka. Phela into once wayigqoka manje i-value yayo automatically it goes down, but then thina sifuna ukuyifundisa leyo nto so much so that bese sibona umunye umuntu mhlawumbe uthola ukuthi they are striving in whatever it is that they're doing, siba like hayi no fethu usibanibani vele unomuntu omsponsorishayo usibanibani mhlawumbe uthela kade. Guys, that's not the case. You understand? That is not the case. Uyabona leyo nto. You need to understand leyo nto ukuthi as the black community the only way to be liberated, even njena sengqondo, because most yemisebenzi esenzayo we work because sifuna ukuthiba indlala or to make ends meet, but then we find ukuthi end working environment is so toxic. But then now awukwazi ukushiya work environment ngenxa ukuthi phela manje usushawa nalento ukuthi you have to work, ayikho enye indlela yabo, kumele usebenze. And if you don't work, you won't get money. And if you don't get money, you won't be able to maintain your family. Yabo. And that's the key word, maintain. That's the key word. The key word is maintain. So you can't be able to maintain your family. And now, kumele sonke isikhathi uhlezi ungaphandle ungaspend isikhathi nomndeni wakho. Then when something happens to you, mhlambe let's say kunento ezokwehlakalela wena nomndeni wakho yabo, okanye nje umndeni wakho uzenza something, you feel like they are not being grateful because now into eyenzekayo you feel like they don't appreciate you because most of the time usukungekho ukubona, you don't know ukuthi benza ziphi izinto, awuyazi structure sabo setup yabo. So I just wish we can be able to graduate from lento le kuba kwi-consumer mentality, because mina ngokubuka kwami ngiyibona iyingozi lento le yabo, especially on the black community. Guys, le nto iyingozi, sesingakhohlisana nje sikhohlisane sithini but le nto ayikho right. Mina I'm seeing the repercussions of yona leyo nto, abantu abaningi yabalimaza kakhulu futhi. So we need to understand leyo nto le. Ziningi izinto that we can focus on, but then we need to understand ukuthi ezinye izinto zidinga kona nje ukuthi nathi sike sibe honest ukuthi okay, at least if I sell something ngisho ukuthi udayisa usweet, mina one thing that I've learned as ngumuntu obuyadayisa kwangisiza ukuthi ngidayisa usweet from usweet to amanqina and lezinto engizenzayo manje, because I was ngangiluke ngijimisa this muscle of selling ukuthi I need to sell, I need to know ukuthi kwenzakalani when you sell, ama-blues of selling. Then what I did was I also aligned myself with abantu abazongisiza ke manje ukuthi okay, if I sell then this is what I can be able ukuthi ngikwenze, yabo leyo nto leyo iziphi izinto ekumele ngizenze, yabo leyo nto leyo ukuthi okay, this is how you sell when you deal with the community kanje, this is what you need to do. And then uma udayisela abantu abathile, then this is what you need to know. So angazi guys, ingozi leyo nto leyo. So I just wish that we can graduate from that. That's all that I can say. Yabo. That is all I can say. Yabo leyo nto leyo. We need to graduate from those things sikwazi ukuthi sidlule kuzona so that we can be able to move on. Yabo. So let me just give you a song and then we'll come back on the show and then kick it up.
Yeah. Well, alright. This is high on dope, nigga. High on dope, nigga. High on dope, nigga. High on dope. This is high on dope, nigga. High on dope, nigga. High on dope, nigga. This is high on dope, nigga. High on dope, nigga. High on dope, nigga. High on dope. This is high on dope, nigga. High on dope. High on dope. High on dope. This game is unfair because I came with the advantage. I'm an apex predator, platinum standard. Non-music be the army. I spit bars, but I don't imprison you, even though you may feel oppressed. Through my message, I hope you find liberation. Your libation through this thing we call life reminiscing. Make sure you stick to the rules. Rule number 1, always be number 1. Rule number 2, don't forget rule number 1. Fuck what they thinking, you would always fail if you fail to plan. But don't play by the rules, make your own. This life is not for the cloud, it's for the living. Don't get lost in the matrix, they never loved you, they were using you. That's why I don't wanna get too comfortable, because a 9 to 5 is a trap. Because a 9 to 5 is a trap. They fooling you, misleading you, plus they won't have the decency to pay you well. I'd rather be me and work for myself, cause me and the team, we got skill and they pay bills and they still skill. And they still ill, cause we got means to an end. The end being financial liberation, cause the system got a plan to eradicate you and I ain't having it. I am on this shit and I am off this shit. I'm off their rhetoric. They telling lies on us, making us villains and killing images of our ancestors. They killing our images, god damn it. When you're young, gifted and black, they always wanna take your power away. It's a demasculization of the black god. I won't fall for it. I'm not having it. I'm not having it. I'm not having it. I'm not having it. Because I'm high on dope, nigga. High on dope. Cause I'm high on dope. Cause I'm high on dope. This is 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 high on dope. Cause I'm 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 high on dope. Yeah, stereotypical rumors, they are spreading wrong statistics just to keep you ignorant. They think we are stupid, we don't know they're trying to kill us. Take a look around, how many of the real ones have we lost? The system got a plan for an all-white planet. If it was up to them, we'd all be gone. Rise up, black man, take care of business. Do it well, do your job and stay true to the mission. The mission is financial liberation. Liberation. I'm in all black for days. Got a gold chain cause crime pays. Morris behavior, I'm on my way. Tighten the more, I'm on the backslash. Tripping off the Uzi, tripping off the Zennies. They codeine on the leaning. I'm leaning back like Fat Joe fiending. I'm a rapper from the East Coast, of the South Coast, of the Mexican. I'm not Mexican, I'm an African. That's why I can do all things that I put my mind to, and that's take over the world through this rap shit. And I'm commercial, I'm just a rapper who's above average, and I am titanium standard, and I am platinum standard, and I ain't even gon' work with you, cause you whack as fuck and you fake as fuck. Don't call me, don't email me, don't post me. I don't want nothing to do with your whack ass. Niggas talk about that real shit. We always own some real shit. We own some next shit on this big shit. High on dope nigga, because I'm high on dope nigga. High on dope nigga. High on dope nigga. High on dope, cause I'm high on dope. 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 Yeah. Yeah. Let it breathe on them. Yeah. Now music is the army. Now music is the army. I got bars for guns. Now music is the army. Now music is the army. I got bars for guns.
That song was High on Dope by GCPMC. So yeah guys, ikanjalo nje lento le. And about enye into kade, like recently I was talking to a friend of mine, yabo. So as we were talking with a friend of mine, sixoxa ngalento le ukuthi yazi in life, she was telling me ukuthi how much she doesn't like ukuba in the hood. And funny enough, into na make ngangixoxa nomunye ufethu, like who's a film director, ukuthi yazi that the biggest thing in life for you to grow sometimes is to first grow, like outgrow the environment ohlala kuyona. Like for example, mina I live in the hood, yabo. So I'm not gonna lie and say, yabo, I'm not gonna lie and say ngithi mina ngisakuthanda ukuhlala la, yabo. Yabo leyo nto leyo, I'm not gonna lie. But then I feel like ngiyadinga ukuthi ngishintshe i-environment mhlambe for ezinye izinto engizenza ukuthi ngikwazi ukuthola amandla yahlaza. And also even for my mind nje, like ukuthi ngibe sane, yabo leyo nto leyo. Typical example, yazi sometimes uma wenza izinto la elokishini, abanye abantu they tend to classify you as umuntu ongathi ukuthi weird, uyinerd, yabo, ngathi awusile nasekhanda, because that environment yona is tailored ukuthi i-promote abantu abenza izinto ezithile, mhlawumbe let's say drinking alcohol and doing ezinye izinto. But then when you try to be yourself, kube ngazuthi manje you are weird or you are not like the normal human being. And that is because we place a environment engekho grand. You understand that, Leon? And we need to understand ukuthi ezinye izinto umuzenza azenzeki ngale feeling yokuthi ngiready ke manje ukuthi ngikwenza. Trust me, ayikho into empilweni ozoyenza uyitshela ukuthi ku ready ukuthi kumele uyenze and uzothola lo feeling yokuthi ready. I'm a witness, ngathi ngikubufakazi balokho. I'm proof of leyo nto leyo kwezinye izinto engizenzayo empilweni yami. So I'm saying ukuthi ezinye izinto ziyadinga sometimes, azi mhlambe the key to success in your life, yabo, it's just to outgrow your environment and not wishful think your way into outgrowing that environment, but however to outgrow ukuthi okay, as in manje I'm not I'm earning one salary, then this environment engikuyona isalary is forcing me ukuthi ngibe kanje, then this is what I need to do. Then you challenge yourself ukuthi okay, as in I wanna elevate, then I'm gonna go to this environment, then I'm gonna save some imali, then I'm gonna invest in it, but then all in all ukudinga ukuthi uphume ku-environment. And you must always remember ukuthi there's a quote that says if you plant something and it doesn't grow, it's not you who's the problem, but it's the environment that you planted the tree in. So ngisho ngathiwa fethu wenza noma ngabe yini in your life ukuthi ulotuze uprosperish, but if you're in an environment that doesn't nurture leyo nto leyo, it doesn't work. The same thing that I was talking about with izinto zey'ngane, ukuthi if a child is being brought up in a structure that is not nurturing, there's no way ukuthi lo ngane can prosper. And nakhona if we say prosper, ingane can prosper even in a spiritual realm, yabo, because inye into esibuye sishaye thina as abantu, we tend to look at izinto from monetary value. Yes, njengoba sikhuluma ngemali, money is everything, money is important, but then you need to build structure in your life. And also phela nawe ke build structure for yourself. Know ukuthi iziphi izinto kufanele uyithole so that you can progress. Know ukuthi iziphi izinto oyidingayo so that you can be able to attain your growth. Know who to cut people off if it needs you ukuthi uwenze lokho, yabo, because akusize ekugcineni ukuthi uzojabulela ukuthi ngisendaweni but I'm playing it safe, but you know ukuthi you are not playing it safe. And like even nje nama habits, changing the habits, yabo, ubone ukuthi kuba njani, because yonke into oyenzayo of which you see ukuthi kubuyisele emuva into obukade ungayenzi, you just had to like inject yona kancane, but it was giving you little pleasure, because pleasure is nice but also at the same time it can be toxic, yabo. But Jay, that's what I wanted to talk to you guys about. These are things that finally see big sister as we grow, yabo. Awukwazi ukuthi you can say you're living your life without principles and structure. Structure and principle they are key, they are core of existence, extending how you move in life. And if you don't have those things, kuba nzima nokuthi uphile empilweni. Yabo, le nto impilo yakhe is always filled with declutter, anxiety, overthinking. Nje yabo kuba kuningi all at once futhi, yabo le nto le. So I'm saying ukuthi you need to understand that it's okay for you to outgrow your environment. In fact, you have to aspire to outgrow your environment. Change your environment, yabo. Futhi don't change with hopes ukuthi uzobuyela emuva. You can change ukuthi nje uyaphuma kuyona, yabo. Uphume entweni, ukhule nje udlule entweni, yabo leyo nto. And futhi leyo nto angeke ize ifeel grand, but then you have to do it. Kumnyama kubufu kumele ukwenze lokho. Yayibona leyo nto leyo. Manje inkinga ethi leyo thina we don't like to challenge ourselves enough ukuthi sidlule kuleyo nto leyo, kanti kufanele ukuthi udlule kuyona. Kufanele nje ukuthi udlule kuyona, yabo. And futhi ukudlula kuyona awenzele omunye umuntu those things uzenzela wena. Manje ezinye izinto ubona ngathi mhlambe they are being centered around ukuthi they involve money nani, kanti that's not the case, yabo. That's not the case. Ikona nje ukuthi kufanele like uwazi nje ukuthi everything that you need to do in life is involve ukuthi outgrow leyo feeling leyo kade ukhona before, in order for you to move into another thing and to graduate. Mina ngithi is outgrowing your environment or graduating from being in this place and mentally moving to the other place before you can even go there physically. So yonke into it lies here with mentality ukuthi okay, like first things first, I provide structure for my kids. Then the second thing I remove ukuthi ngibe consumer mentality. Then after that, I outgrow the environment so that I can create an environment that's tailored for my kids to be able to grow in a proper way. Then once you understand those things, you will learn what life is not about always having pleasure, but it's about creating moments that will provide you with stability and joy. Because there's difference between pleasure and joy. So you know it's okay, I'm living a joyful life. It doesn't look appealing to amehla abanye abantu, but it is good for you and it provides you with joy. Then you know it's okay, you move according to that direction. So yeah guys, I hope nizoba nesonto right. Those who are working, guys, keep on grinding. Those who are studying, study well. Those who are hustling, hustle shahle bafethu. Stay safe, love yourself, put God first in everything that you do. Push yourself second, God first, you second in everything that you do. As always guys, I want to spread peace, love and unity amongst all. Salute, Far Radio.